Good morning. I want to share with you my 25 years of experience running programs in Cambodia and Nepal. Good intentions are not enough, as donations or grants may not be used for the purposes that they are designated. Whether it is a non-profit project or impact investment, accountability is vital. We have over 25 years developed street smart processes that can detect and prevent fraud. Hopefully, as this cartoon shows, some of the donations or investment fund will reach the beneficiaries. It is crucial to understand that there are unknowns. We cannot know what we don't know. This fundamental logic is important as otherwise fraud may occur but remain invisible. What are these unknowns and how could they encourage frauds? I will illustrate some of these unknowns with examples. These lessons are learned not from books or lectures, but from 25 years of field experience. I did several flood relief projects in Cambodia and Nepal, and I found that flood could occur in those flood relief projects. These fraud experiences are not hypothetical stories, but actually happened in my projects. At this slide, you see the beneficiaries, you see the goods being given. So where is the fraud? Look, there is good accountability as we see the beneficiaries and the goods that they are supposed to receive. This is one example of unknown unknowns. There could be fraud, but they remain unseen. In the Cambodian flood relief project, I saw a villager refusing to accept the bag of rice he was given. I was curious and went to ask him why he did not want our rice. He showed me the rice, which smelled moldy, grains were broken, and sand were mixed into the rice. The vendor has cheated me by giving me low quality rice. In Nepal, the vendor tried to bribe our staff. He suggested filling the rice bag with 15 kg instead of 20 kg. With 1,000 bags of rice, he will split the 5,000 kg between himself and my staff. He boasted that he had supplied rice to many relief projects and no one ever wastes the rice. Low quality rice and incorrect quantity of rice are two unknown in the flood relief project. One day in my children's home in Cambodia, I watched the vendor replacing empty gas tanks with full tanks. I weighed the gas tanks and found that the empty tank was one third full and not empty, while the full tank was only two-thirds full. So while the invoice shows that we are paying for a full tank of gas, we are actually getting one-third tank of gas. This is yet another unknown that we may not be aware of. In Cambodia, when you pump petrol, you get a handwritten receipt. The petrol attendant will ask how much you want to write on the receipt. He can write $80 and pump only $20 of diesel. The driver that can then claim $80 and pocket the difference of $60. How can we check? We cannot follow the driver wherever he goes. But OHF has strict smart processes that prevent such fraud. Every vehicle we have has a consumption test where we know for every vehicle how far they can go with 1 liter of diesel. Checking the odometer, we know how many kilometers the vehicle has traveled that month. From the consumption test and the odometer, we can estimate the amount of diesel used and check the driver's claim. We have actually caught one driver who admitted that he has submitted fraudulent claims. I've visited children's home in Philippines, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Nepal. If you visit a children's home, you are on an emotional high. Seeing the lovely kids and thinking that you have made a difference to their lives. Have you? Are you confident your donation reaches the children? To know if a children's home is well run, ask this question: show me your weighing machine. A big part of the expenses goes to food. The cook can go to the market and reported that she bought 20 kg of chicken. Without a weighing machine, how can we know she actually bought 20 kg? Maybe she only bought 15 kg of or less. My children's home in Cambodia has a 70 US budget daily for wet food. Yet the staff that goes to buy the wet food has a monthly salary of only 150. Imagine she gets 2,100 cash each month, and if she cheats just 20%, she has triple or quadruple her salary. This is the unknown unknown, and the one who suffers are the children who get less nutritious meals than they would have otherwise get. These are examples of unknown unknown fraud that we did not know unless we do proper last mile verification. With reports having summary of expenses, we will not be able to detect fraud. We need street smart SOPs. When fraud is so easy and undetectable, we encourage fraud and dishonesty among our staff. Without street smart processes that can prevent fraud, we are responsible for the fraud. And the idea that they can be caught is a huge deterrent to staff who otherwise may be tempted to commit fraud. Fraud can occur in many forms. Besides fake receipt, there are ghost projects. Ghost projects are projects where funds have been paid but nothing has been done. This is why they are called ghost projects. Or there can be multiple donors for the same project. If these donors are from different countries, they are hard to detect. Financials can be vague, making it impossible to know if there is fraud. OHF has solutions, and we are happy to share some of these solutions with you. This is an example of ghost projects. Hundreds of millions of dollars were spent, but no infrastructure or project was actually done. Besides financial fraud, wastages can cause projects to fail. When starting, for example, a chicken farm, we need to know what is the FCR, mortality rate, and net profit. FCR is feed conversion ratio. An FCR of 1.2 means 1.2 kg of feed will be converted into meat. The lower the FCR, the lower the cost to produce the meat. FCR is high due to poor or incorrect feed. A farmer may be tempted to buy cheaper feed, but this feed will result in thinner chicken, and ultimately is a case of penny wise, pound foolish. Worst is the case where the donors gave funds to start chicken farms, but the local NGO tells the chicken farmer that it is a loan and they have to pay him back. So this is a lucrative business for the NGO or the staff without the knowledge of the donor. And this is yet another example of unknown unknowns. This is our children's home in Cambodia, spread over 80,000 square feet. It has many facilities for the children. Sadly, many organizations overpay for construction costs, and in fact, the cost can be inflated by as much as 300%. This is our 70,000 square feet Hope Training Center. We have many experience in constructing facilities in underdeveloped countries like Cambodia and Nepal. I'd like to show what OHF has done in Cambodia. We have a community program that builds houses, wells, and toilets, and UV water system for poor families and students. We have a biomass digester that converts organic waste into fertilizers. We have a sponsorship program for over 200 students, and we have two large children's homes. OHF has acquired practical knowledge and skills in many areas as shown in the slide. We do not subcontract the work, but does the work with our own staff and equipment. This enables us to understand operations and institute processes for good accountability and governance. With 25 years of experience, we can help convert your unknown unknowns into known knowns. With this knowledge, you can increase the benefit to cost ratio or profitability of your projects. Benefit is the final value of the goods or services delivered to the end beneficiary. Cost is the total cost of the project. As philanthropists, we must ensure that we deliver the highest benefit to cost ratio for all our projects. Thank you very much, and do visit our website.